Well, it was just last week that we had the White House Correspondents' Dinner attack, and the suspect in that crime, Cole Allen, just got an apology from a rogue judge. That's unbelievable. But what came next, that is going to knock your socks off. Before we get into this story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, Cole Allen stormed the White House and got past the Secret Service, and he had a shotgun and posed a threat to President Trump and a number of Trump administration officials. And now this would-be assassin is getting the kid gloves treatment in Washington, D.C. A federal magistrate judge has torn into officials from the D.C. jail for their alleged mistreatment of the man who allegedly attempted to assassinate President Donald Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Now, this magistrate judge, Judge Faruqui, said Cole Allen's placement in severe lockdown, including a temporary suicide watch that put him on 24-hour-a-day placement in a padded, lighted cell without access to phone calls, books, religious material, or recreational time, appeared to be unfairly punitive, not based on any known medical assessment. So, this judge, who is nominated by Biden, played a role in hundreds of cases stemming from the January 6, 2021 riot on the Capitol, and said that Allen was being treated more harshly than those defendants. Well, there's a reason for that, because most of them were nonviolent and no one was killed during that event except for a Trump supporter named Ashley Babbitt and a few others who died during the event, and that was not directly attributable to the attacks by other rioters. So this is just apples and oranges. It is a distinction based on political ideology, not on the actual crime. And judges are supposed to distribute blind justice. And this judge is clearly being overly lenient with this individual because he apparently read the manifesto and is a fellow traveler. I mean, what other conclusion can we draw? Because he treated even peaceful J6 defendants like the lowest of the low, showed no concern whatsoever for their well-being when they were thrown into solitary and deprived of their basic rights. This judge and many other judges like them, they couldn't care less because they're radical leftist ideologues. So back to the story. These J6 defendants, they were housed in a less restrictive wing, this judge complains, and he noted they were given significant accommodations during their detention, well, at least at some point. So he said that the J6 defendants all were moved to the CTF. Pardons may erase convictions, but they do not erase history. He's being treated differently than anyone I've ever observed, unquote. Well, why would this judge bring up J6 cases? It has nothing directly to do with this individual case of someone who very credibly and almost admittedly targeted the president and other officials, had a shotgun, by many accounts, shot the shotgun off in the hall of the near the White House Correspondents' Dinner. So this judge is out of line, and what is going to be done about these rogue judges? Well, it's certainly true that the defendant has a right to the presumption of innocence, and I'm not claiming here that he shouldn't get all of his rights, but to be put in secure conditions based on the charges that are facing him, well, I think it's quite appropriate on its face, unless there were some other abuses going on here. Now, for context, Julie Kelly, who reported on the J6 defendants, said, "Hey, Judge Faruqui, no one shot at Secret Service agents on their way to assassinate the president and cabinet officials. As I have reported, Judge Faruqui signed arrest warrants for hundreds of J6ers. He has used some of the harshest terms to describe J6ers, including those accused of no violence. He is now apologizing to the psycho who tried to kill multiple people, including the President of the United States." Well, this is just another disgraceful action by a DC judge, and there needs to be some actions by the Congress to rein this in. They are clearly partisan radicals, and they are abusing their office to push forward an ideologically driven agenda, and there is no place in our justice system for that. It is meant to be blind. So if a right-wing extremist tries to kill a president and a left-wing extremist tries to kill a president, they should be treated exactly the same, because it's based on the law. It's not based on who you agree with. So weigh in with your thoughts about this story. We always appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.